Bright lights sitting on a semi-soul on fire. Welcome to Las Vegas, the entertainment capital of the world and home to the running rebels of UNLV. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and when you've got a team that makes it into the top 25, now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the UNLV Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Rebels will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Colorado Buffaloes offense is on the field for the first time today. And here he comes just jogging onto the field, but what's going fast, the heart rates of everybody in this crowd, Jesse.
Well, this is a special player. All eyes in the stadium on this guy. And David, you know the defense, they're going to have to find a way to try to slow this guy down.
And he's going to touch it every single play. He'll be the main focal point. Can he handle the pressure? Can he handle the big moments? Can he handle this stage and lead his team in a big moment?
The Buffaloes in the hurry up. They'll go right back to him. At the 35, he's open. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right and you see that blocking and all the holes open up, that's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you got that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side, they just pushed the defensive lineman back, got in the linebacker's laps, and man, oh man, it was brutal up front.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. And boy, was that pressure in his face immediately. Down he goes.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. To the air, it's Sanders. Looking to the big tight end. Got him and nobody's close. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
You know, this offense knew coming into the game they were going to get some opportunities to take shots down the field. They feel like they've got the guys in the perimeter to win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
And the Buffaloes are flying down the field. Pulls and fires complete. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Colorado!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So UNLV's offense has its first opportunity of the day. As dynamic as this guy is on the outside, Jesse, you know he's going to be peeking that way from the free safety position.
Yeah, he's been watching the film. This dude in the middle, man, he can light people up. So you can't tiptoe. You got to be aggressive and run in there. But this is a pretty interesting matchup today.
Yeah, and I love safeties that make receivers think. Make them know they're going to be there over the middle of the field, and you better think twice about catching that football.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll go to the ground. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll try to run for it. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Soften them up with a run, now to throw. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Got his man. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Shoots it to the left. Complete downfield. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And as a quarterback, you know when you're throwing a corner route, the football is going to travel a long distance, so you've got to have great timing. You've got to get the ball out of your hands before the receivers come out of his break. You've also got to put a lot of air under the pass so the wide receiver can locate it. You can tell this quarterback has thrown a ton of these routes in practice.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And very important, not only to generate power, but to find his mark, a 49-yard try from the left. It is perfect. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. To the air on 1st down. Going for the big play. Brings it in down the left side. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
And the Buffaloes want to crank the tempo. The give to the lone running back. Tackle is made after a pickup of 6 down to the 19-yard line. Six-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Here's the handoff. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
The Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. Snags it. And he wanted the score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. On the move from inside is 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, the running Rebels offense ready to go back to work. Looking for room, it's Thomas. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Hold it. Open.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. On second down, just keeps firing. Good timing on the quick out. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Great play by the cornerback, and this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen, but that cornerback was draped all over him. Nice job.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Trying to get to him. He's going to take off. Quarterback has to protect himself. Gets down with the slide.
I know he didn't pick up the first down, but, man, he makes this 4th down way more manageable. It's tough when you got 4th in Africa. Did a great job of making this manageable and keeping the playbook open.
And the Rebels decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the returner goes down. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the first down marker. Get in there and get it.
Back to throw, it's Sanders. He's right on target. Tackled immediately after the catch.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
And the Buffaloes headed quickly to the line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
And the Buffaloes will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. A shot toward the end zone, and swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air, and offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab down the middle. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now it's 2nd and goal. Fast motion from the offense. Scanning the field, it's Sanders. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bucks. Well, that was a nice little pitch and catch there.
And when you get in the red zone, you're thinking run, run. The field shrinks. You see the tight ends really come into play in this area of the field. The big body guys that you can fake a little run action, throw them the football for the touchdown.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. They're just about ready to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. This is hardly the start they dreamed of, down nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
And as a defense, you just want to steal some possessions, create some turnovers. You force the fumble. But, man, what a break for the offense to fall back on it. Those are moments that you just get a little bit frustrated because it's the luck of a bounce.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pulls it in on the left. Nothing but green ahead. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebel!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap it off with a play that can build momentum, a 78-yard touchdown pass. They've cut into this lead. It's down to 11 as they're set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Snags a quick pass on the left. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
The Buffaloes want to pick up the tempo. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. To the ground to try to move the chains. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass, it's Sanders. Working that left side now. And he's down after making the catch, but did not reach the line to gain. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. Still on his feet at the 45. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
And they may have caught the defense napping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that third down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football on these third down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. Comes out throwing on first down. Gets it out fast. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. To the air, it's Sanders. He finds his man. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
And guys, how many first downs is that? Just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Makes the grab. It's Horn. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Fires to the tight end. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Well, we knew coming into this one the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. They'll run the screen, and he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
The Buffaloes look to do some damage in the red zone. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. It's complete. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and they forced the incompletion.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking downfield, it's Sanders. Touchdown, Colorado! And they take it in for 6 more points. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they capped things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit about to go to work. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Takes a handoff. It's Thomas. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play moves to change for the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. He'll come out throwing on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. 1 more snap coming before halftime. Wants to throw on first down. Going for it all. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters of football there today in Vegas. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by acknowledging the sparkling play of this tight end. The guy's like an aircraft carrier out there as a blocker. And then when he releases and shows off that speed and route running, he's almost unguardable. Gotta believe he won't be able to go anywhere in this second half without someone attached to his hip. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Allegiant Stadium.
And the Buffaloes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The UNLV offense ready to return to the field. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional, and they're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
The Rebels want to move quickly. He'll do it himself. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
He's got great speed. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Bulls his way forward.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. Back to throw, it's Sanders. Fires to the right. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
Well, the defense just needs to do a better job on that critical situation. That was a golden opportunity to get off the field, but the quarterback and receiver, they were just better on that one. Nice throw. Nice job by the receiver getting his feet in bounds.
The Buffaloes have this offense rolling. They'll try the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And if I'm the running back, I'm going to be like, listen, O-line, can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Now on the option. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
When you're a defense and they run the triple option, it is exhausting. You literally have to make sure you focus on your guy. They did an unbelievable job taking away the options. Quarterback had nowhere to go with the football. They strung him out towards the sideline. Great positive play by this defense.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. He got it, and they'll push that lead out a little further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, the running Rebels offense ready to go back to work. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start. And the Heat gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive already. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
And the Rebels will punt it away on 4th down. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. He'll start this drive firing. The throw to the outside is complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Handoff from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. It's complete to the right. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively. You've got to be good on 3rd down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a 3rd down like that, that is just a gut punch.
And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to throw at Sanders. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast and force the incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They're going to throw it again. Time to take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And the Buffaloes will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. They move the tight end all over. From the gun, the running back has it. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He'll keep it himself. Tried to get him a little breathing room, and they're still suffocating in their own end.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
And now on third down, shadow of their own goalpost, needing some breathing room. Toss sweep to the left. At the 15, he's loose. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
That is exactly what you want from your offense. Create some space, get out of the shadow of your own end zone, Palmer, and make it easier on this offense.
Yeah, it's nice when you have a running back like that, too, that can create that space for you. Now, if you're the play caller, your entire playbook is wide open.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Motion from the offense. Quick pass on the jet motion. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you, and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
2nd down coming up. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got it in the middle, it's White. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Finds his tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Looking to throw it again. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Makes the catch. It's White. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there, but we're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
Finds his man, and they convert. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. A 3rd and long coming up here. The running back has it. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires into the end zone. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense. The offense lining up for a first down play. The run from the shotgun. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Right back to him on the ground. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Still running at the 40. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the 4th quarter.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Great job at contained by this defense, and in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic, and that's exactly what happened.
Looking for a man, it's Sanders. Throws toward the end zone. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. You have a big lead in the 4th quarter. When you do that, the only explanation for it is you're trying to send a message by sticking in another touchdown.
Yeah, and saying, listen, it's your job to stop us, and right now we're eating you alive. So I think, you know, there's some psychological warfare, right? There's some, I'm going to get in your head. There's some, I want to beat you on the recruiting trail and in the future, and, you know, kind of take that, put a little rub their nose in it.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
The Buffaloes will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Now inside 4 minutes to go here on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Got his man in the middle. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. The Rebels will hustle to the line. He wants to throw it again. Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete.
I think the wide receiver needs to do a better job making it look like he's going deep. He never got the cornerback that time to turn his hips, and because of it, he couldn't separate, and the ball got swatted away incomplete.
In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. He's got it. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's a great job by the wide receiver there on a critical down. Third down, running the curl route, coming back to the football, making the catch, and picking up the first.
And the Rebels are on the move. Looking to go up top on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Thomas. There to make the stop, but he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's first and 10. He's looking to throw it. Using the quick game. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the...
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And, man, is that a just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Fires into traffic, picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, David.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
Running back searching for a hole. Ripping through the defense. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
The give to the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.